If you treat your hobby as a business from day one, it's likely going to put you in a better tax position in the long run. This isn't just a clickbaity opener, this is actually the truth, and let me explain why. Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Rooshock, and I'm back again as a part of this series where I'm starting a business from scratch. So if you haven't gone out and checked the first couple of videos in this series, make sure you do. But I'm starting a business from scratch so I can give you real world examples of how to make some of the key decisions you make when you first start a business and then all the way through to actual business success. Today's winding it back right to the start is it a hobby or is it a business, and why treating it as a business may be the best way for you to treat it from day one, even though that doesn't sound like how it would actually work. So I'm going to go through hobby versus business. I'm going to talk about why treating it as a business from day one actually puts you in a better position. And then at the end, I'm going to go through the examples for this reseller business I'm setting up. So first we have to establish what is a business when we're trying to make that decision of is it a hobby or is it a business? So the ATO have the definition of what is a business, and it is generally a business involves a set of continuous and repeated activities you do for the purpose of making a profit. Profit can be in money, but it can also be made through other means, like being paid with goods or services, such as a barter deal. And then they go on to talk about one-off transactions, so we'll bring that one up. So a one-off transaction can also be a business if it is either intended to be repeated or is the first step in starting a business. So if we think about it, a business is when you're looking to make a profit, normally through repeated activities. The great thing is the ATO do provide a lot of good details on their website about this. So let's have a look at this second part where you can go through the steps. So you've got identify all relevant and related activities. So looking through, are you keeping records? Are you obtaining and maintaining licenses? Are you renting out a premises, for instance? And then are the activities a business? Do you intend to be in business? Do you intend or have a prospect of making a profit? Is the size and scale enough to make a profit? Are the activities repeated and continuous? Are they planned and carried out in a business-like manner? So we want to assess all of that in the first place anyway to determine if we're actually running a business. But I do think there is some grey area where people are a little bit confused. Is it a hobby or is it a business? And I think you should look at it as a business, and this is why. When you're first starting out and you're in that situation of, oh, is this a hobby or is this a business? I can potentially make some profit. I'm not sure. I'm doing a bit of trialing. This is the most likely chance that you're going to make a loss or your expenses are going to outweigh your income. So by treating it as a business from this point, you're going to capture all of those early startup costs. A lot of people look at this and go, oh, well, until I make a profit, I'm not in business. And whether that's true or not based on these descriptions I've just gone through, that's a whole nother story. But in general, if you're thinking that this could be a profitable business in the future, and maybe you're just trialing some stuff out, it's wise to start capturing those costs from day one. So by capturing them from day one, you're capturing that period of business when you're in a loss position, not waiting till you're turning a profit and going to be paying tax on it. Why not capture the early days, the harder days when you're actually spending more than you're making? By doing this, you're capturing those expenses at the start and therefore delaying the point in time when you actually start turning a profit and paying taxes on it. Because any of those expenses that you're doing at the start are going to offset against future income. And it's more likely in those early days that you may be making a loss on an individual transaction. So let's use this reseller business example that I'm using. So for me, I've started selling a little bit of stuff online. It's not anything major, but for me, it's a chance for me to start capturing those costs from day one. You know, that first op shop trip where I go buy some stock, the chances are I'll probably buy stuff that I'll either lose out overall because I bought something and it's actually not worth as much as I saw, or maybe the postage I miscalculated. So by the time I sold my item for $30 after fees and postage, it actually cost me $35. I want to capture that loss. I want to capture that $5 loss. So then when in the future I make $10 off an item, I've got $5 loss there that's going to roll into that. So by capturing it early, I'm capturing my learning experiences and actually utilizing them from a tax advantage. Hobby versus business is such an important question. You need to understand it. Go and search it. The ATO have some great information on their website. But once you've worked this out, you need to work out what structure you're going to work through. And the great thing is, the video coming up next will help you with that. I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you again soon.